Welcome back to another segment of Manifest with SII Power, with your host Dwight. Hope everybody's doing wonderful out there. I want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed to the channel. Thank you for joining the tribe. Thank you in advance for sharing the channel and information with others. Thank you for liking, commenting on your favorite videos. On today's segment, I want to talk about the inner and outer world. So, a lot of people are trying to manifest material things or SP or circumstances. And so I just want to kind of talk a little bit about how it works, right? And this is experiential, not intellectual. It's experiential. Like it's working for me, it's working for others. So inner world means your thoughts, your feelings, stories, beliefs, right? And the outer world is people, affairs, circumstances, conditions, and environment. One attracts the other, right? So a lot of us initially thought that what's outside, even though there's no out there, is dictating everything. But this is just not true, okay? Look at the law of correspondence. It says, as above, so below. Notice what it did not say. It didn't say, as below, so above. Or you can look at it this way. As within, so without. It doesn't say so without, as within. It doesn't work that way. So a lot of you out there are taking your cue, right, from what is right now. What's outside your front door. What your circumstances are. What your environment is. What your affairs is. So on and so forth. And you feel hopeless. You feel helpless. And you think that you don't have no say-so. But that is not true. Even though you believe that, even though you feel that real, it may be a fact, but it's not the truth. The truth is what's going on inside of you, your thoughts, your emotions and feelings, your stories, your beliefs, what you're choosing to believe, your perceptions, how you're seeing things, and your expectations are attracting people, affairs, events, circumstances, conditions. Okay? That's how it's happening. It's not like that stuff is just coming to you. No, no, no. It's how you're thinking. It's how you're feeling. It's what you're saying to yourself, what you're saying about yourself, how you're seeing your world, perception, expectations, and the actions you're taking or the actions you're not taking, inaction. That is what is creating your environment, the people that you're attracting, your affairs and circumstances, your conditions and situations, and your opportunities or lack of opportunities. This is the way it is. This is universal law. The universe is about balance, right? So if you're not getting the results that you want, here's what's happening. Either your inner world story is conforming to your outer world situation, or your outer world situation is conforming to your inner world story. Now, if you want to change the results, something has to change. The thing that has to change is you. What dictates everything? What's the common denominator? What's the thing that's always present? Thought. Thought dictates, mandates, and orchestrates everything. So how you think controls how you feel, right? Then how you think and feel turns into a story, which turns into a belief, which dictates your perceptions, which creates your expectations, and then leads you into actions. And then that turns into results, output, outcome, harvest, and yields. So the thing that has to change is you. How do we change you? We change you by getting you to think and feel different, a higher frequency, a higher vibration, better headspace or bandwidth so that you can be on a different wavelength. This is how it's always happening. This is how it's going to always happen. If you're in low frequency, it's impossible to manifest a high frequency circumstance, condition, situation, opportunity, material thing, or person, because it's all about matching frequencies. Also, this is true. It's impossible to be in a high frequency and manifest a low vibration, circumstance, condition, situations, material thing, opportunity, or person. So you got to go within, turn your back on the 3D, because it's old news, old dead thoughts, old dead beliefs, old dead stories, old dead assumptions. You got to turn within, and you got to create new ideas, new thoughts. All right. I'm going to give you an example. When the cloud gets full, what happens? It rains, right? So you got to fill your brain up with new positive information and new positive affirmations or affirmations until it overflows. When it overflows, then results are going to rain in your life just like the rain comes from the clouds. This is the way it works. There's no way around it. Remember what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. Right? Either you're going back to the old story, meaning that you don't believe in the new story, you won't do the repetition, you won't do the time-space repetition, you won't stand firm and stand 10 toes down that you want something different. So do your dress rehearsal every day. So what happens is you are conforming and taking your cue from the 3D instead of putting in the thoughts, putting in the positive feelings and emotions, putting in the positive stories, putting in the positive beliefs, putting in the positive perceptions, raising your expectations, and then taking corresponding actions to change the 3D from within. So you automatically cave in and quit after 3 or 4 days or a week and just conform to the 3D. You think that's the way life is. You think that's your lot in life. And so you just give up. But it doesn't have to be that way. And you can change it at any time, because remember, to the subconscious, there is no time. So you could choose this now moment and say, hey, I'm going to stick with it this time, and start listening to good information. Get your own affirmations or affirmations and just do a dress rehearsal, just like when you used to play sports or you sung in a choir, you played an instrument. You practice every day. So practice your thinking. Practice feeling good or being neutral. Practice the story that how you want your life to turn out to be. Practice believing in harmony with the way you want your life to turn out. Practice perceiving, seeing yourself in those certain situations favorably. And then your expectations, raising your expectations. And then taking corresponding action, like it says in James 2:17. If you have faith in something or you really believe something, there will be a corresponding action. And then you let the results, the output, the outcomes, the harvest, and the yields take care of themselves. All right. So either the inner world conforms to the outer world, or the inner world recreates the outer world. That's the way it works. That's the way it's always worked. That's the way it will always work. There's no way around it. You are the source. You are the power. You are the chief operating power. You are the little engine that can, right? But you got to do the work, right? Internally and externally. The most important work is the internal work, right? then you'll be inspired to take certain external actions that will lead you on the bridge of incidents into the synchronicity, into the serendipity, and ultimately into your desires being fulfilled, your wish being fulfilled, your transformation, your breakthrough, um, your payoff, your desired end result. This is the way it works. This is the way it always worked. This is the way it will always work, right? The most important piece is what is going on in your inner world. The most important piece is what is going on in your internal world. The most important piece is what is happening in your imagination. Image nation. What are you imaging? You think in pictures. 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 What are you imaging? What are you seeing yourself with? Who are you being? What are you doing? Are you doing what you love? Or are you doing what you hate? Are you doing what you enjoy? Or are you doing what you hate? Are you receiving what you desire? Or are you receiving undesired?